If you're definitely going to start beekeeping soon, you should do these two things right now. Hello, I'm Griffiths. Welcome to Gwynedd Griffith. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living. Now we do reviews as well. Now if this is your first time watching the channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button so you're notified of when new videos are uploaded. So you've made the decision, you're definitely going to keep bees. You won't regret it. It is a fantastic hobby and I'm sure you're going to get on great with it. But before you get the bees, you should do these two things right now. So, number one, join a beekeeping association. Now, every country has got some kind of association. In the UK, we've got the Welsh Beekeeping Association, the British Beekeeping Association, Scottish, Irish. Any country you're visiting or living will have some kind of association. But for this video, let's concentrate on the UK. I obviously live in Wales. I'm sure you guessed that from the accent. But all these associations, they're roughly the same. They offer the same kind of benefits. So I'm going to go through some of the benefits of joining a beekeeping association. Now, there's two ways to join a beekeeping association. You can join your local county beekeeping association, or you can join as a private member. Now, the best way to join would be through your local association. That's how you will get the most benefit out of being a member. I'm a private member of the Welsh Beekeeping Association, but I'm affiliated with the Bee Farmers Association, so I get my insurance, etc. through them. There's no real benefit of me joining locally, but there is massive benefits of me joining the association, and I'll tell you why right now. So, number one, when you're part of an association, you get a lot of support and a lot of training through them. They've got beekeeping associations, apiaries, they've got their own bees, and on weekends they do training days, courses, even just informally checking the bees at the apiary, and you can come along and tag along and just learn as you go through bees with them. Most of this is for free, but if you are wanting to do a beekeeping training course through them, then there is a small charge to do that. But nonetheless, this is going to be your cheapest way of getting hands-on experience with bees. Insurance. Now this is the biggest factor and biggest reason why you should join a beekeeping association, and that is the insurance. Say if anything happens, your bee stings someone and causes some kind of accident, or someone falls ill, etc., you're liable to get sued. You get the insurance through the beekeeping association, so you're covered. The cover, I can't remember exactly how much cover you get, but it's up there in the millions, so it's well worth joining just for that. I mean, it's so cheap to join these associations. Just when you look at the insurance cover you get, the insurance cover is well worth joining. Even if you don't do anything else with the association, the insurance is a very great deal for you. And when you're a member, you get members magazines. So you get a free beekeeping magazine. This is a great way to stay in touch with industry news, updates, what's going on, and to see the beekeeping companies that advertise in these magazines. Because if you just join in, you're probably unaware of all the great beekeeping suppliers we've got in the UK, and it'll be the same wherever you are in the world. And by being a member, you get discounts. So beekeeping association groups team up now and again with big distributors, marketers, wholesalers, or manufacturers to offer their members fantastic discounts on beekeeping kit. If you're spending a fair bit of money and you're using the discount codes which they give you, then you'll get all your money back pretty much just through the discounts. So as you can see there, lots of good reasons to join your local beekeeping association. Number 2, Now, I highly recommend you sign up to Beebase. This is the National Bee Unit's website. It's a government organisation just like DEFRA, and their job is to look after honeybees. Now that tells you how important honeybees are to the world when the government sets up an organisation purely to look after the health of the honeybees. Now just think about that for a minute. There's no government organisation out there specifically looking after one type of animal. You've got DEFRA. DEFRA looks after a variety of things. You've got FIBA, which is the plants, they look after the plants, and they look after a variety of plants under that umbrella. The bee unit just looks after bees. So, highlights how important honeybees are to the world. Now, the bee unit's main job, like I mentioned, they look after honeybees. They do this in a few ways. Number one, they make sure disease levels remain low. Way before I was born, before the bee unit was established, foul brood was quite high worldwide and in the UK. Since the deployment of bee inspectors, they've brought that level of foul brood right down to, I mean, you know, I'm not going to say nothing, there are foul brood out there, but to a much more manageable level. And I think if you're looking at the graph over a long period of time, that graph is still going down, so it shows that it's working. And they don't just look after honeybee disease, they look after pests and other animals or organisations that might come in and affect the honeybee. So for the last 2 or 3 years, we've had Asian hornets in the UK, only 1 or 2 sightings or confirmed cases. The bee unit, they down tools, they go down to the area where the Asian hornet was detected, and they destroy it. Because take it from me, we do not want the Asian hornet in the UK. That would be disastrous for beekeeping and the honey industry in the UK, and we purely rely on the bee unit to maintain the UK being free from Asian hornet. And it's the same, small hive beetle, etc. The bee unit monitor the country for all those diseases as well. They're doing a great job. So how do they do this? And that's a great question. So the bee unit, when you sign up to Beebase, your apiary or the location you want your bees in will be on their database. So let's say you're here, I'm here. The bee unit knows about us too. But say, for example, there's another beekeeper over here with an apiary and the bee unit doesn't know about this person. Say I get a case of foul brood, I phone up the bee unit, notify them of the disease. They'll come down, go, yeah, that is foul brood. We need to do a 3-mile sweep of the area to see where this has come from. Once they've done the 3-mile sweep, chances are they're going to find the source of the disease, destroy it, job done, everybody's happy again. But over here, there's an apiary that they don't know of. They've checked everybody else, there's no disease. So they must have thought, oh, well, Griff has brought the disease in, it's fixed anyway, there's no more there. What's going to happen in a few months' time? Another apiary is going to get disease. The bee unit is going to come down to an area and they're going to realise there's another apiary in this location, we don't know about it, and unfortunately it must have foul brood. It might take months or years to identify where the outbreak has come from, and in the meantime then, you know, you're talking could be tens, or worst case scenario, tens and tens of colonies of bees have been destroyed over a period of years because they keep getting reinfected with foul brood. Where if this apiary over here was on Beebase, the bee inspectors could have gone there, found the disease hive or the disease source, could be a stack of empty supers, etc., destroy that, then everybody within the vicinity is going to be much safer. And that's how it works, and that's why it's really important that you are on Beebase, because this is how the whole system works. The more people that sign on to Beebase, the safer we all are, well, our bees are. as a whole in the UK. And the bee inspectors, they don't just do that, they offer training as well. So they will come and visit your local association. They will bring disease frames with them to show you hands-on what disease looks like. And you know, you're trying to read books, look at the internet, look at YouTube videos, what disease frames look like. And that is a great resource. And chances are, you know, you are going to be able to identify foul brood through those channels. But if you can actually see foul brood there and have an inspector next door to you pointing out exactly the characteristics of these diseases, you're going to pick that up a lot better than any book or video. And I know this firsthand because I've done the bee disease training with the bee inspectors. I went up to York to their main base there. I did 2 days training. We're at Dash accredited here now at Gwyn and Griffiths. We monitor our own hives for disease. If you've been following this channel for quite a while, a few years ago, I did find American foul brood in one of my hives. I had to destroy it. So it just shows the power of being on Beebase. Take it from me, someone who's had foul brood, someone who's had the training. I know how effective the bee unit work, and that's why you need to be on there. And that's it. That's my 2 points of what I would do right now if you're definitely going to start keeping bees. Now, none of these options or these 2 things I've talked about today are compulsory. You don't have to be a member of the Beekeeping Association to keep bees, and you don't have to sign on to Beebase. But it is highly recommended that you do so. Especially right at the start when you're a beginner, you've got a lot of gain out of joining a local association and being on Beebase. And just there, I forgot very quickly, another thing the bee unit does is, say in the winter, the bee unit, they monitor thousands of hives across the UK. If they are seeing bee levels with stores that are low right across the UK, they will put out a starvation warning. So what that means is they are saying a large number of hives in the UK that we've inspected or know of are low on stores. Make sure you check your bees to see what their stores levels are. Just little tips like that are well worth being a part of it. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and I've given you some information you didn't know about. Now, don't worry if you've forgotten what I was talking about. I will link the beekeeping associations in the description of this video, and I will also link the bee unit on the description. So you can just click the link, go there, and they will take over type of thing. Now, I forgot to mention, signing up to Beebase is completely free. Joining a local association, there will be a small fee associated with that. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And don't forget, if you like this video and you want to watch more of the same kind of content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try my best to upload new videos every week. Thanks for watching.